Hi everybody, here's your opening round content for the 4th of July Tournament Expert Division here on the channel. A thumb up will be massively appreciated if you don't mind, and make sure you're a subscriber. Totally free to do so. 6 holes per video, that means there will be 3 parts. Make sure you watch them all. Each part will have timestamps in the video description down below, and as always plenty of drops, but please take a token or 2 if possible and put in any tweaks or changes according to your club levels, balls and play style. Good luck, here we go. No chance of sending it in this wind angle. We're going to set up with a quarterback and go on the left hand side. P3 max rest, bull guide pointing down the middle of the fairway between the rough and the sand. Then switch to your APOC and sniper bag and add 5.8 top spin and 2 bar side spin to the right. Because we're only using 2 right spin, if you want to go cheap with a Titan, then you're more than welcome to do so. Max plus 10, power 3 is the adjustment here for me. That is around 6.6 rings. Always check your wind apps yourself though, and then we're going with a ball and a half of right curl just before the circle drops as our overpower reference. Hit perfect, going to bounce on the fairway very nicely, not going to threaten the rough even with a great left or a great right. And we're getting a nice roll down the fairway there of approximately 350 yards. Second shot with our sniper, adding spin first. And here you're going to want 1 back spin and 1 bar side spin to the right. And then we aim at the pin, but we're having the ball guide stop short of the pin. As you can see, there is about 4 green squares short. So make sure you get your aim correct. You can see I'm just moving there because I wasn't quite pointing at the pin. So make sure you're pointing at the pin. Tip of the ball guide, 4 green squares short. Then we use our landing position plus yards for our adjustment. This is a tweaked adjustment based on the miss in the video. Plus 6 with sniper 10 would be plus 8 with sniper 9. In both cases, you're going to play this one 74% slider, 0 elevation, 2.5% per yard, and you use sniper 10 numbers regardless of your club level. Centre the ball and hit perfect, and then this one will come in very nicely. It's not going to drop, but like I say, I've given you a tweaked adjustment there based on the result in the video. Just missing that on the right hand side. Very, very close on this one. I'm going to give you a suggested tweak. With the sniper, max backspin and 3 bars of side spin to the left. And then we're going to set up here with the red ring touching the rough line, bottom left of the red ring touching the rough. But look at the tip of the ball guide. It's the first point where you get that full ball guide pointing to the edge of that light green square column, and with 4 green squares below the pin. So pause the video, take a screenshot and make some detailed notes if you can, because it's all about getting the ball guide right. The second bounce is also at the end of the fringe, so there's a few things to watch for there, but I would suggest you take a token or 2 and practice finding this position. It's one of those you really need a couple of runs at it first to get the position right. Of course, in practice you can just set the shot up. You don't need to hit the ball at all. You could just practice the setup twice for 1 token and not spend a kingmaker. Mid plus 20, power 2 settings using sniper 10 numbers. I would recommend you add 2 clicks of right curl, just taking a 180 and out, unfortunately, on this par 3. Aggressive option here on this par 5. The second shot needs a tweak though. A white ring touching the rough on the left at the top of plus 24 with APOC 5 and 6. And we're adding spin, 5.8 top spin and 2 left spin, playing with a berserker. APOC 4 will be at P5 max rest with half of the white ring overlapping the rough. Max plus 0, power 5. We're going to make our adjustment there. Get your pull angle right here. If you've got any 1159, you might risk hitting the rough on the drive. So a ball and a half of left curl, full overpower. It's a fairly slowish needle, not totally slow though. So try and hit perfect. It's not going to be that slow with an APOC 4, unfortunately. As you can see, we're bouncing comfortably before the rough, but any errors in pull angle, severe errors, may get you to land in the rough directly. So please practice it. Be careful of your pull. Second shot before spin, we want the second bounce in the rough and the ball guide pointing at the hole. Now it will take you a while to find this. You can see you've got to kind of zoom in and out because the pesky tree is in the way. It is half a green square short of the hole. Then I'm adding backspin only, and I'm adding half a bar of backspin. Now this will need a tweak or two. It's only kind of a sample, or rather an example of what you might play. I did try a standard bounce down shot with backspin and right spin, but I didn't have enough right spin to attack the pin, so that's why I thought I'd give this a go. Landing position plus yards, +5 is going to be 64% slider, 15 elevation. That's with the Grizzly 9, that will be +8 with Grizzly 7 and 8. 2 pulls over the bullseye. Will need a tweak though based on this video, that's what I'm suggesting. But make sure you don't forget the backspin. Great left may miss the rough, but it's something to try. With this par 4, we're going to set up with a quarterback, a white ring touching the rough on the left at P3 max rest. Then we switch to Apoc and Thorn. We're going with 5.8 topspin and 2 left spin. So once again, if you wish to use a Titan, you can. I'm giving you an example here in high wind with a Kingmaker. 8.2 is the lowest wind you'll get with a Titan, so you would be fine in a good amount of Titan winds, I'd imagine, without any tweaks. Once you've done your club swap and added spin, max +0, power 3, half a ball of curl to the left, full over power. It's a nice and slow needle here, so you haven't got to worry too much about nailing the perfect ball. Bouncing very nicely and taking a good roll, we get that extra little roll down the fairway, which I'm looking for in this wind angle. Drive distance is going to be around 365 yards. Second shot, white rough check, so bottom of the white ring touching the darkest rough line. Make sure you set up the right rough line because it gives you the landing position, the plus yards that we need. Then we find our position once we've added spin. It's going to be 1 backspin, 1 right spin, and we are aiming with the ball guide going to the front of the cup, aiming at the pin. +4 with our white rough check, bottom of the white ring touching that darker rough line. Going to be 28% slider, and that's 0 elevation. Pull this one over the bullseye. I have given you a little bit of a tweak here. Even though I dropped this one in the video, it wasn't a dead center drop. So the percentage that I've given you on the notepad and in the commentary should be the correct adjustment to get you right at the pin, which is of course what we want to do when we're dropping these shots. Give ourselves a bit of room for error on this par 4. Another rough bump here, again with the inner ring touching the rough, the right side of the inner ring touching the final line of rough at the top of +5 with sniper 10, top of +7 with sniper 9. This one is going to be 0.8 backspin and 2 bars right spin. You'll see the ball guide is offset approximately 1 green square to the right of the cup. But look at this cactus in the way. Can't pull the rings, unfortunately, so we've got to push them instead, which is always a pain and worthy of a practice token or two just to check that your push angle is matching up with mine. 1-to-1 adjust though, and I have dropped this in a 9.1 wind, so the shot is safe with higher Kingmaker winds. So 7.9 in wind, we're going 7.9 rings. I always do 4 rings at a time from the yellow ring out to the white, just for reference. Centre the ball and hit perfect. Again, you want to hit perfect on this one. Great right, may miss the rough, but there we have a hole in 1. Time to send it again on this par 5. Bullseye in the middle of the bunker, top of +24 with Apoc 5 and above. P5 max rest with Apoc 4. Then we add spin. 5.8 top spin, 2 bars left spin. And then we adjust max +10 power 5 settings. The reason I use 5.8 top spin, sometimes I get that question, that's because it's the maximum available with Apoc 3, 4 and 5. We adjust max +10 P5. I'm then pushing up 3 rings with Apoc 5 and 6, takes me to +6 yards. You might need to vary the push up based on your wind strength and wind angle, but use that one as a reference. Full overpower with a nice and slow needle and outer wall curl to the left. 3 ring push up with Apoc 5 and 6 for reference. With Apoc 4, that's going to be 2.7 rings, and it will be 3.3 rings with Apoc 7. It's kind of 10% difference per level. 453 drive distance is what we want. We're going to play landing position plus yards with our Thorn, and we're going with 2.5 backspin. Now, it's really important to aim at the right edge of the cup here. If I was aiming at the pin, a few times here I was missing left, so I'm just offsetting, deliberately aiming that ball guide to the right edge of the cup. And of course it is stopping one green square short with the thorn level 9, so make sure that you put all those details in if you can. +3 landing position, going to play 76% slider, 10% elevation, be careful of your pull angle here. Nice straight pull, always going to take you over the bullseye with the berserker. 2% per yard difference. If you're at +2, you play 74% and so on. Centering the ball and hitting perfect. This one is just going to sneak in left of pin, but it's in there for the albatross. Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.